Okay, the fighting principle of economy of motion. The use of the least amount of force and or motion for a desired effect, right? So you've heard this before. The quickest way to a destination is a straight line. So if I'm thinking about this in a sense of sparring and or fighting, right? Why do I have to wing back to get to this? Why do I have to use this that's way over here to punch? Why do I have to step way out of range to then get back into range? That's not what you want to do. You want to think about the quickest way. One thing I like to think about is the closest weapon to the closest target, right? So how do I use that? Well, it'd be a lot easier if I had a partner. But instead of using this hand winding way back, why don't I just use the front, okay? Instead of using this back leg, why don't I use the front leg, right? It's the closest. So think about the closest weapon, closest target. The least amount of motion for a desired effect, okay? And this isn't easy for people to do. It takes a lot of practice. Think about this in everyday life, okay? You see this with people with work. Some of us have to spend 60 hours a week making shit pay to make, enough to live off of. Some of us work a good 15-hour work week just to get by, right? You can take the 101 to California. That's a fun ride. I get a little motion sickness. Takes a long time. Or you take the I-5. Whew, right down to where you're going. So, economy of motion. And this is something to think about if you have any goals or anything like that, right? Sometimes, if you're trying to get something going, economy of motion isn't going to work. You're going to have to take the long road, and you got to be ready to inch it step by step, okay? That's another principle. Okay, you can think about something called constant forward pressure. But sometimes when you got a quick path and you can take it, it's pretty much a good idea. Okay, so economy of motion. Least amount of movement for a desired effect.